Welcome back to YouPort. As you can see, things have progressed somewhat. We've finished all the construction that was already planned and done a bit of redecorating. Probably going to change that green, it looks a bit too bright, but that's really not important right now. I do intend to connect up our baggage system this session, but there's one increasingly long problem we need to deal with here, which is the amount of queuing that's going on in order to leave the airport. All of these passengers are waiting for buses, but the buses are so infrequent that they're just kind of queuing up, and then more come along and more queue up, and each time a plane lands it gets worse. So let's start thinking about how we're going to handle some of that first, shall we? Let's see. Let's do... yeah, I think that way. This does not need to be paused. I'm also going to put this back on fast mode because at the moment I'm trying to finish off my research for floor construction, which we're definitely going to need to do baggage. I also don't appear to have the option for Tier 3 baggage scanning right now, so that's definitely something we need to get done. Roadways, taxi. 2, 3. Let's put it that way. And I'll have it a separate loop for passenger cars, I think. How big is a car park? Huge. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Let's see. No, public parking can wait. Let's just keep it simple for the moment. I'm going to put in another bus stop as well. But separate to that, we're going to have public drop-off points. Can come all the way down to here and go back out approximately there. Okay, floor construction just finished. Let's find the last baggage handling. There it is. Start that one. Fits almost as if I planned it. Let's put it there. Yes, I can't stop. I don't want to put too many in just yet. Alright, footpaths. You may wonder why I'm spacing this out so much. Largely the reason comes down to my last airport having a very serious problem with traffic. Okay, once that's all constructed and connected up, we should hopefully get people using all parts of that service. Obviously that takes some time, let's just leave that for the moment. Floor construction. Where's that wall? There. You'll notice that we have quite a bit more cash than we used to have. Obviously there was a bit of a gap between the last two episodes. In terms of construction, I haven't added anything except these trees. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, let's get rid of that bit too. And let's start planning our baggage handling. Oh, insecure zone, yes, of course. I had to look this up before playing, because I can never quite remember the correct way to set up the baggage scanners. Type 2A. Put simply, things go through scanner 1 before being checked again by scanner 2. So you've got, essentially, is something bad detected? Then, what is the bad thing? And once we actually get our third tier, it will be human checking. And then it either gets destroyed or marked as clear and exits. So let's have a look down here. Yep. Doesn't really matter. I'd like it to line up, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Is it ideal? Is it symmetrical and all those lovely things? No. Of course it's not. It's me building it. Let's just double check we've got completely different symbols. Yep, good. After determining that it is safe, routes back to there, and our destroying unit is going to be probably... Oh gosh, I have to think about which way around things face. It might just be easier to wait until the other component is available. I'll pretend with this for the moment. Let's see. Yeah, that should work. No, I may simply need to make the room bigger. Or shift this whole thing down a bit. And I think shifting the whole thing down a bit is the answer to that. So, select all of this. Revoke it and move it down. There, I think will do. That certainly wasn't quite what I expected. And you can see why this gets done in planning mode, can't you? Each of these things is quite, well, for us it's quite expensive, 15k or 7.5 times 5, 10 for the destroyer itself. It's, yeah, it adds up. Okay, so the human scanning stations will go, let's see, it's got to get checked twice to be considered guaranteed safe. I'm going to rotate that one like so. Destroy. Shove that over a bit further. In fact, just put it hard up against there is fine, honestly. If two people have said it's fine, it can go back out here. Pretty sure that's all correct. How's our queue going? Much better. Oops. It helps if you actually assign people to do the work, doesn't it? Alright, we don't need to be going quite that fast anymore. Let's start building these bits. Everything except that top section. So I'm just slightly concerned that the tier 3 scanner doesn't face the same way as the other objects. I don't know why it wouldn't, but you never know. Right, so how are we going anyway? Since that's only just started and it's 2 days, okay, we will stay on fast mode. It just means we'll have a large amount of cash. Although, having said that, having a large amount of cash is a good thing, because we're running out of airport space anyway. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to buy another tile. And you don't want to sit around watching my money clock up just while I wait for that, now do you? Speaking of money, I haven't checked on that whole loan situation for a while. They all been paid off? It looks like they have. Fantastic. So we're not paying interest anymore, that's always nice. Making $19,000 per hour? What's that daily? 188 despite me doing some construction. That's fantastic. Okay, let's see. One thing you may remember just at the end of the last episode is that I had passengers getting stuck on this footpath over here, not able to find the exit. The simple reason was these 2 squares here were not a security zone, so they could never actually get back in or indeed out of that portion of the airport. Having said that, let me just double check. This one is a secure zone? Yep. Now there was another little lesson that I learned while off camera. And we'll fix the roadway in a second. The other thing I learned off camera was, if you save in game, don't save game zoomed in. Because as you can hear right now, planes are noisy. They're even noisier during the loading screen. The very first thing that loads and starts playing is the audio, and it's at full volume. I was wearing a headset. That was not fun. Let's just say the headset came off quite quickly. That's an entryway. That's an exitway. Stop having cars going the wrong way around the loop. in, out, in, out, out. Eventually they will learn. Obviously that one went the wrong way around, but it'll get better. Honestly, I could now move this bus stop two to the left and have another one to the side of it. I'll probably do that at some point. It's not important right now. What's important is our cars are doing the right thing. Okay, cool. This entry is for buses, not taxis. This is for personnels only. This is for buses and taxis. I can't select it for some reason. Alright then. I can select that one. I'm just going to say that's a buggy game and leave it at that. Okay. Constructed? Yes, good. Researched. No, we're a long way off that. Alright, that's fine. Let's do some redecorating and pick a better shade of green. There was a reason I wanted bright green, I can't recall. Oh yes, it was to match the floor. Terminal floor only comes in certain shades. I was trying to match that. Yeah, I obviously didn't succeed very well. But with the floors I've chosen, we really need a darker green. Let's right click to save that and redecorate. I like to pick a colour theme, not only for my terminals, but for each baggage bay. So it just keeps it so much simpler if you can say, okay, the green check-in desks match up with the green boarding desks and the green baggage bay. It's a very long way from being realistic, but it suits me just fine. I'm a very practical person, as you may discover throughout this series. I really hope this is recording. I've just got a horrible feeling I never actually started the recording. There's no way for me to check that in this recording system, and you may have noticed the audio is different. That's not a different headset or a different microphone or anything like that, it's just that I'm no longer using the built-in Windows Xbox game bar for my recording system. Now, if I hadn't done that video on how many administrators you need, I'd be thinking, oh, I'll just get some more administrators and make this go faster. But I know better. Right. The other things we should be doing while we're waiting, setting up more seating. Can't have that nicely spaced, can I? Too bad. That's... how many have we got? 10? 1, 2, 3, yeah. I think 3 racks of seats will be plenty. Let's make it 4. And we also need a bathroom for the people who are waiting to check in. This is as fine a spot as any. No, it's not. Let's remove that. should be wide enough. No, not that door. This door. If I remember correctly, this was stuff. Yes, yes it is. Must be bunnies. To make it a bathroom. 3, 4. That way. And change the flooring. What was I using? It was some sort of marbles. Are they all the same, or am I using different patterns? I'm using different patterns. Okay. Tiles. I believe it's this one for passengers. Let's make that females only. It doesn't seem to be telling me. Oh, it says there, right. Okay, open that one up, and somewhere I will squeeze in room for another. I can't have food shops yet. Let's just pretend for a second. I think that'll be fine. 96. 104. It's a compact airport, okay? It's going to be a wall here. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this. I don't know if that's going to be good enough to let them through there. I think it will, but because of the entrance point to this check-in desk, yeah, let's just wait and see what happens when the walls are built. And yes, I could obviously cheat more room by shifting this door down and making that a bigger space for the food shop, but I don't want to. You know what I could do? Let's take out that wall as well. This is 4x5? Yeah. Delete that. 4x5. I think the door should be there. Or honestly there. And this is the gents, so back to bathrooms. Let's rotate it that way, I think. Passengers only. Passengers only. Excellent. So I think things are going fairly smoothly now. We've got plenty of money coming in. We've got bathrooms that people can actually use, which is always handy. The nearest bathroom to this little section is actually quite a long way away, but once I've put some stairs in to get down here, I will deal with that. It's probably just going to fit here, but I want to make sure my stairs are happy first. In fact, I can probably put the stairs in now. Stairs, 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 terminal. Stairs. I like to make my staff force them into being fit by using the kind of stairs you actually have to walk down, not escalators or lifts. And yeah, there is honestly fine. And another little trick that you may not be aware of, if you hold down shift, you can copy the room, not just the contents of the room. I think that'll fit. I should be doing this in planning mode, shouldn't I? Oh well. Oh, of course, they're all the same way around anyway. Never mind, I'll have to just draw it manually. There needs to be a wall there. So apparently when I said I was going to sort out baggage this episode, I was lying. Ooh, hello. That's a general aviation flight. That should take care of itself. It's okay, it's not that one. Which one was it? Okay. Oh, he is smoking. I just couldn't see it. It's so faint. Okay, that's fine. Which reminds me, we have some cash, so let's preempt a problem that hasn't occurred yet. Not there. And not there. There should be fine. And my comment just a moment ago about not there, there's a strong possibility that the taxiway is going to continue out here to the rest of the airport, and that the roadway is going to have to continue out there to the rest of the airport. Like so. And naturally, I don't want to have to shift things around after building everything. How's that research going? Still going. Okay, well, I think we're at time for this episode anyway, and now I get to find out if I'm actually recording. Bye-bye.